welcome, watchers from beyond the plains. To you, wizards, witches, and warlocks of nondescript identity, I welcome you to another episode, another stream of Daddy's Dungeon, Beastmasters of Paternia. I, of course, am your host, your goon daddy, the dungeon master, the dungeon daddy, the master of the dungeon, the man who makes the traps, the man who does the thing with the dragons, and also the dungeons. To put it simply, I'm your GMMC. I guess that's about it. I should probably bring in the wonderful cast. Hi, cast.
Hello.
Hello, wonderful.
Hi.
How you guys doing?
Doing pretty good today.
That's cool. That's cool. Let's go to the Pixie Mart. Pixie Mart is your one-stop shop to send any character that you want, any character from me to any of the 500 characters I have played, to any of our player characters. A magical item of your own design, or just a magical item that you personally would like to. Someone was blowing in their mic or something. To a magic item that you personally want one of the people in our show to have. Just slap a comment to artifact rarity rating on that, and donate the associated number of monies, along with a description of what the item is and the character you want to send it to, and I will make it happen by the power of Dungeons and Dragons. No, what was the last thing I was going to say about this? Oh yes, all of the money will be split 5 ways amongst all of us, and that is the way. That is the way it works. That is how we do it. That is how we do it. And now it's time for everyone's favorite segment, the little warm-up game I like to call Character Questions, where we ask the characters questions. And some of you may see already that I thought of it last night and wanted to write it down before I forgot it. And so today's character question comes from Leslie Newman of Newman Enterprises. They ask, hi, I'm Leslie Newman here. I want to hear a haiku from all of you wonderful adventuring folks. If you could do that, it would be put a big old smile on my Leslie Newman face. Signed, Leslie Newman of Leslie Newman Enterprises. So, if anyone is ready and raring to go, for those of you who don't know, a haiku is a short poem consisting of 3 lines with 5 syllables in the first line, 7 syllables in the second line, and the final line having 5 syllables as well. So if anyone wants to go first, they can do that.
I have mine prepared. I wrote it just before we started here.
Okay. A haiku from Ken.
So the story behind this haiku is Ken's intelligence is 5, so he doesn't exactly know how to make it. So he had to get Skortch to help him.
Of course.
Oh no. Oh, don't worry. It's not bad. So basically, the haiku goes, "What is a haiku? I don't know how to make one. This shit is hard."
You're missing one.
Am I?
You're missing one syllable in the last line.
Shit. Oh, fuck. Yeah, well, there you go.
Excellent. I like that.
Oh, yeah.
That was awesome.
Nah, Blaze, you didn't even have a haiku ready. Like, damn, boy.
That was great. That was awesome. So David has a haiku. David's haiku goes, I have a small axe. I will use it on your neck. I have a small axe. Thank you. That's David's haiku.
Beautiful. So, I actually went through a few for Skortch because the first one ended up being way too edgy.
Oh.
Like, holy fuck.
Okay.
So I ended up with ignited she flies, a spirit akin to flames, soul of blazing strength.
Ooh, very nice. Very beautiful. Very elegant, sweeping imagery. That just leaves you two.
Wonderful. Well, I do have one. Unfrightening light, outshining even the stars, exploding from the clouds.
Cool.
Haiku about lightning.
Haiku about lightning. Appropriate. Blue dragons with their signature lightning breath attack. And
That
then,
isn't the one that we agreed
Where?
on.
and then there was one.
Angry window noises. So, yeah, Howle has one too. Wander with the wind, relinquish destination, drift with every step.
Oh,
Simple, but
very
it
nice.
fits.
Very nice. I'm very. Okay, yeah. I was expecting at least one of you to make it funny, but that's that's full. That's cool. That's all right. I like this.
I couldn't think of anything funny, to be fair.
That's cool. I like where this was a pleasant surprise. I was pleasantly surprised by the lack of comedy in our haikus.
I disappear. Goes to combat. Distract.
You are
I didn't hear
cutting
any of
out
that one.
Okay,
very
fine.
much.
Fine, here's one. Up against the
I
wall.
just
in
ripped
the
that off
backseat of
from
your car.
Borderlands 2.
I could care less where.
You guys were talking at the same time.
My good friend Alec is back from his long journey away, so he's just vibing beside us.
Cool.
So I'm so sorry for the. You're the guest character. Yes, you come in as the artiste and you draw pornographic art of all of the characters and gives them debuffs.
Let me see if I can make one up for Malachite.
I could waste my days listening to melodies remind. Oh, that's sweet. STDs are great. Herps are.
Excuse
Outbreaks
me?
STDs are great. Herpes in particular. Outbreaks may occur.
Okay.
Slippery when wet, but sometimes you can't get wet. It's sometimes it's time for some lube. It's so fucking hot. I'm
okay.
sweating out of my skin. I'll just take it off.
Okay, a Malachite haiku. That cat stole my heart. What the fuck? You dumb, cute cat. Why do I still love?
Okay, I think I found one
Okay.
that will violate everyone's ears.
Oh, great.
No.
Lay it
Bugs
on
are
me.
really great. Cheeks and nice to look at, especially yours.
Oh my god.
Your cheeks are nicest.
Okay.
Ran out of condoms, and a baby will not make 3, running to the store.
Okay.
Anything but clothes, toga.
Welcome to the
foam, and
haiku
highway.
show. I opened up a haiku can of worms.
When you
Yes,
hear
you
that
did.
ring, I'll be on the other side. Don't hang up on me. Aw, that's so sweet. I love that one. There's one about tampons.
Let's not
Stop
do that
with
one.
great
How
face, stop
how
with
about we don't do that one? How about we don't do that one? How about we don't do that one? Okay?
Oh, come
Let's
on, it ends in girl, are you plugging?
No.
Bang you
Nope.
all night
I'm
long,
gonna
and
start the
maybe
theme
stop
music.
with some water. Maybe I won't.
I'm going to start the theme music.
Oh, we should get him here and moderate this shit.
Yes. That's the same technology that's
That
used
is
for
not the right
tampons.
music. Hold on.
Oh my god, you just kind of pop it in, and then when it comes out, and it's a little red dinosaur. Oh my
Mute
God,
fall in
that'd be
10 minutes.
Oh my goodness, for real though.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. It's the water.
Oh, this is the most awful walls.
You just started it!
Oh, yes. Blame the alcohol.
Last time on Daddy's Dungeon Beastmasters of Paternia, our heroes partook in some revelry in the local festival, which was later discovered to be a ritual where a very pretty person was married off to a dragon. The person in question was Blue's mom, Jiro, the adult Blue Dragon, who probably could have handled the situation on her own, but we got to fight a dragon, so who's complaining? When the battle was over, Skortch used her newfound ability, Mother of Fire, to reanimate the soul of the young red dragon into a little fire elemental sprite of his former self. And we were on our way back to the town to make the dragon apologize and get some justice served. And as you guys approach the town, you guys see two figures, one slumped over the other in a wheelchair. It's Gregory Rosenshirt, who is being pushed terribly by Malachite for two reasons. One, the wheelchair is in the sand, which is not a good place for wheelchairs. And also, Malachite is still absolutely, hammered. And so you guys walk with your fiery dragon companion, and you guys see, hey guys! Hey, I saw you guys fight a dragon. That was really cool! And Gregory was like, yeah, I mean, cool. That's the dragon then?
Yep, that's the dragon.
Can you believe this thing tried to reason with us?
I'm right here, guys.
Shut the fuck
Good.
up.
You deserve to hear this.
David kicks some sand in the dragon's face. Ah! So, is the fight, do we need to, wait, hold on. Are we going back to party? Is that what's are we going back to party? I gotta pull this chair back out of the sand.
Hey, Blue, can you lend him a hand?
Yeah, give me a hand, big muscly boy. My big muscly brother, and he gives you a very drunken slap on the back.
Hold on, he seems kind of absent-minded right now. Why don't I help?
Somebody kick that guy out of his room. He's got a show to do. Professionalism.
What's that?
I mean, it's something that we do with we manage with the smallest amount of, but we could. I okay. We could benefit from a little more from a lot of people. So yeah, Skortch, what's your plan of action with your soul-bound fire sprite?
Oh, he has a bunch of apologies that he needs to make.
Starting with? No, this is your call. This is your little dragon gimp slave. You do it.
Skortch, that's on you.
Yeah, he's already apologized to Jiro, so I guess anyone else that has lost friends to him. You should, is there a list that we could look at of everyone that won?
Blue knows the mayor.
Oh, yeah, we could go there.
Yeah, Blue's a close personal friend of the mayor.
We had a very close physical relationship.
This is the mayor, by the way.
Ah, okay.
I made a Hero Forge just for the edit, and there he is. He's not, his name isn't Hero, but I did it in a hurry and I couldn't rename him. But that's the mayor.
That is fantastic.
I love his little coat thing.
So yeah, Blue, you spot the mayor with some tissues up his nose, shaking hands with people and just waving off any questions about his nose situation.
Oh, hey, Mr. Mayor, could I borrow you for a minute?
It depends. Privately or publicly?
Publicly.
Oh, well then come on over. I've got some... ladies and gentlemen, a Dragonborn!
Yes. I just wanted to ask if you had a list of all the people you married off to that red dragon down at the beach.
For what purpose? For what purpose would you need a list like that?
Well, we killed it and we have its spirit over there, and my
what?
friend, my sister, would like to send it around and say sorry for what it did.
Oh. But, let me see.
FYI, your dragon's dead.
I mean, I wasn't my dragon. It was just a dragon that my ancestors had made a deal with, so weird vibes coming from you, but I will make an announcement. And he turns around and he prestidigitates a big banner in the air that says, "Heroes have slain local dragon. Recompenses offered at the biggest float." And he says, "Now what we'll do is we'll make a line going up to the top of the float where they can do what they want with the little thing." And for a couple of hours, there's a line of people that are slowly climbing up to the top of the biggest parade float, and some local children are buying rotten vegetables and eating them up at the dragon spirit. A couple of a whole bunch of like bachelorette parties, like who have never like even been here before and haven't lost a friend, like end up like taking turns gossiping with the dragon, but the dragon has like doesn't care at all. But it. And of course, mothers and husbands, they have a thing or two to say to the dragon, and the dragon is very humiliated. And every 4 or 5 people, the dragon looks over at you, Skortch, and says, "May I be extinguished now?
No, we're not done yet.
Please?"
Nope. Look at this line. Look
If
at all of
another
these people.
If another person named Karen comes up here, I might just kill myself. I don't know if I can in this form, but I'll try it.
Yeah, no.
I'd be kind of amused to see that, honestly.
No, you're going to apologize to each and every person that you've hurt here.
Okay, Mother of Fire. And it's at that moment that the dragon gets pelted in the face with rotten tomato, and the juices sizzle and the skin burns because the dragon is made of fire at this point. He is an elemental. He's a little elemental, fire elemental, and it sizzles and it's all very nasty and gross. And you hear behind you, "Oh wow, look at you guys! You're like heroes now." And it's Claude. Claude of the Claude's Casita of Curiosities, our beloved little shop NPC whose picture in my camera roll is very far down.
Hey, Claude, we slayed the dragon. Do you need an apology from it?
Oh no. Yeah. My Ruth has never been voted fair enough to be taken away. But she's the gem in my eyes. Yeah. Ruth is the love of my life, mainly because we were made for each other by a witch.
Well, that's pretty cool, actually. Hey, how'd that frog that I gave you, how's it doing with all your tadpoles?
Oh, he's dead.
The frog died?
The frog, yeah, the tadpoles ate him.
The tadpoles ate the frog.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat.
Frog?
I can give you a bunch of frogs.
No, I'm good on the frog front. I just wanted to talk to you guys about one or two things. One being, I saw the thing that you guys wrote in on, and I'm very curious as to how that works. Also, I've been stolen from.
Oh.
Stole from you?
I don't know. I don't know how it happened. I was leaning out the door, looking at the parades and everything, and when the parade was over, I turned around, and the goblin eyeball and the spider brooch were stolen. It's very upsetting. But I mean, it is an excuse to bring out some of the more valuable stuff from the back room, and I wanted to give you guys first dibs if you were interested.
That'd be awesome, but did
yeah,
you want us
absolutely.
to help you track down those items?
Well, Mommy, I mean, just as I don't. I'm not a material frog. Ruth is a material frog, a real material girl, if you will. So as long as she doesn't find out that I lost some revenue there, and if I could like make some more revenue on different items, I don't think I'll be. I don't think she has to know about it. And she doesn't know right now. But again, if you were to come and look at some other stuff that I have just brought out, it would help. And I mean, if you give me some information about that flying thing you came in on, I might give you a discount.
That would be a question for Malachite, and
Who's calling for Malachite? Who's woo?
I don't think he's
Who's
in
calling
the
for
state of
Malachite?
mind right now.
Hey, you person wearing only beads. Can I have some? Can I wear only beads? Give me your beads. Give me your beads.
I'm so glad to see that Malachite holds his liquor just as well as David does.
Hey, that's not fair.
Extremely as fair. He's you.
Yeah,
I
guess.
think someone needs to remind him of his manners.
Yeah. I mean, if you guys want to go, David's like David. If you guys want to talk to the frog, who's breathing? Stop breathing in your mic. If you guys want to talk to the frog, you can do that. I guess I'll babysit my drunk older self.
Yeah, you can give your shit self for it when you get his age, and then oh god, time's confusing.
I've just been willfully not thinking about all of this, actually.
Don't start thinking about it. It's kind of the thing that's been going on.
I've been doing all right at this point. Well, you guys have fun. And David walks away and like starts pulling Malachite off of this person who is only wearing beads. Come on! No! They said no, you can't have any of their beads. Put your pants back on! And so, Cloud's like, you guys ready to go check out my wares?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure.
Oh, fan froggy-tastic! And you guys walk, to a different... You walk to, Cloud's Seat of Curiosities, which, as described before, has, it's got like an eyeball and the leg of a chicken, in there, like on the roof and everything. It's all fun. And you guys walk in, and yep, the crystal goblin eyeball from before, is not there, and neither is, this spider brooch. But you do see some new things. Let me look at my new list of stuff. So it was Blue who hasn't been in the shop before.
No, it was Howle.
Howle? Blue wasn't
Blue
there.
wasn't with us out.
Oh, was he
either.
not?
It was,
Only one. That was
yeah,
later.
it was just Skortch and Ken.
Yeah. Blue and Howle, give me some investigation rolls.
Sure.
All right. I need to get better at these.
That's a 7. Then there's a 7.
Yeah.
Just 1 second. Investigation.
19.
Yeah. Howle, you are first. The first thing that you see is, like a 3-headed elk taxidermy thing. And it's weird because it's definitely fake, and none of the eyes on any of the 3 heads match, and so that's the thing that takes up all of your attention. Blue, you see the weird taxidermy, and you see an Ionian pedestal, Ionic pedestal with a pillow on top that's like really well lit and everything, but there's nothing on it. There is like a ring indent on the pillow. Skortch and Ken recognized it as the spot where the cursed bucket of frogs used to be. You look around. You notice a box filled with just loose teeth. You see hanging in a display case almost elaborately bejeweled collar. And they're laying on the pillow where the monkey's paw used to be. Is these ornately carved? They look like cuffs almost. One might even call them bracers. There is sitting on a shelf a potion bottle that's like a maybe this might be wrong, but it looks like a Hennessy bottle, but the liquid inside is like a gold like shiny liquid, and suspended in the center of it is a blue dragon scale, which you recognize. And finally, the last thing that you notice is a shield that has like a really like almost cartoonishly macho face carved into it. And Ken and Skortch, you notice all the things that Blue noticed because you've been here before. So yeah, just look around and feel free to ask me about anything. And if you have anything you would like appraised, that's what my little thing here on my face is for. Go ahead and you can ask me whatever you want. Yeah.
Ken immediately runs over to the bracers.
Yeah, a discerning eye. Those are bracers of defense.
Oh, what do they do?
Well, they're very good for people who like to hit stuff. I understand that is something that Ken was really into. So,
Cracks knuckles.
Yeah. Let me just tune this thing here so I can get a good reading. How do you spell that word? Why did I only put the names? Okay. Go gadget, internet connection. Cool. Yes, the bracers of defense. They're a rare, requires attunement item. While you wear these bracers, you gain +2 bonus AC if you are wearing no armor and using no shield. That's what these bracers they do. You slap them on your wrist, you get stronger. Can't be hit as easy by a factor of 2 points.
That's pretty cool. How much are these? And Skortch, how much money do we have left?
Plenty.
Yeah, those will run you 1,000 GP.
1,000 gold. That's a steal. All right.
Okay, you
Add that to the pile.
I've added you see over there by the door. There are these little baskets. If you just make sure before you leave to put them back where in that pile. But yeah, just go ahead and put anything you're interested in the basket.
Ken takes the bracers, puts them. Refrains putting them on.
Yeah. Okay. So, anyone else notice anything that they want to look at?
What is with this potion?
Oh, that one is very interesting. It's well, I've been working on this particular brew for quite a while, but I was missing an ingredient, and I just recently got the last ingredient that I needed by a strange lady who came just window shopping, and it fell off of her, and it was really weird because she didn't look like the kind of person who would drop something like this. It is a potion of Blue Dragon's Majesty.
What does that do?
Let me just get an accurate read here. Cool. Sure.
I want you to know the thing that's keeping the person sitting beside me quiet is that they're currently dropping pornographic art of the mayor.
Okay, yeah, okay, crystal clear now. It's the potion of Dragon's Mastery. This variant is blue, liquid gold. Looks like liquid gold with a single scale of a chromatic gem or metallic dragon suspended in it. When you drink this potion, you transform into an adult of the same kind of dragon the scale came from. The transformation lasts for 1 hour. Any equipment you wear or carry mends into your new form or falls off to the ground. Your choice. For the duration, if you use the game stats, you use the game stats for you become a dragon.
How much is that?
Yeah, let me see here. That's 2,000 gold pieces.
Skortch.
Let's go.
Okay. Puts it in. It grabs the bottle. What a steal. Puts it in the basket.
All right.
Looks tasty.
Skortch, Howle.
Just gonna restart my computer. I'll be right back.
All right.
This deer thing is so weird.
If you want, you can go
It is?
ahead and make another check if you want to not look at the deer
can.
anymore.
Oh shit, that's better.
What was it? I'm not looking.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Yeah, you get like a sense about, you sense that the box of teeth is pulsating with a conjuration, but like also like a sort of necromantic kind of power. The shield has a sort of more of like a war magic flavor to it, but the collar in the case that is conjuration, and it is very powerful conjuration magic.
Huh. When the shopkeeper's not busy, I definitely want to get his attention and ask what it is.
Yeah, what's up? Hey, what's up?
Yeah, I'm looking at these teeth here. Do you know what they are? What the deal is?
Those are ghost teeth, baby. First one's free. You take a random tooth, you smash it on the ground. Different ghost animal does a different ghost thing. First one's free if you want it.
Sounds interesting, but like, what does that mean?
You throw the tooth on the ground, it breaks, and different ghost animal comes out depending on the kind of tooth you have.
Okay.
And it does a different ghost thing depending on the ghost animal that it is.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
That's what it do. First one's free if you want it. And did
Sure,
you guys
yeah.
did you guys end up using the ones that you took?
No, actually.
Okay, so...
Oh, actually.
So, Howle, roll a d4.
I got the 4.
Wow.
That's the same number we both got.
Yeah,
Oh.
okay. Ken and Skortch...
Interesting.
Ken and Skortch, you clock that Howle reaches into this box of teeth and pulls out another tooth that is very similar to the ones that you guys pulled.
Oh, interesting.
Blue, what do you think of this?
No comment.
You want a free tooth, good guy? Big strong man want a tooth? Free
I
tooth? Ghost
don't.
tooth? He's like shoving the box in your face like, you want a free tooth? You want a free tooth?
Why?
We have a small army of these things right now.
There's a free tooth.
Sure, I guess I'll take a tooth.
Okay, roll a
Jeez.
d4.
A D4.
Watch it be a 4 again.
Watch it be a 4.
3.
Oh, yay!
Oh, good.
It's so the tooth that Blue pulls out is smaller, but it is as pointy as the other teeth that have been pulled thus far. And just feel free to look around more, and if you have any questions, it's me. It's Claude. I'm right here.
That's weird.
So you said there was a collar thing?
Yeah, there's a bejeweled bedazzle. It's like you know, freaking Transformers 1, the Michael Bay movies. In like the very first few scenes, the Chihuahua has bling on. It's
yes.
It's similar to that.
Okay, I want
But
to
it's
go check that
it's
out.
clearly a pet collar of some kind.
Hey Claude, what's up with this this collar over here?
Very, very shiny, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I was really concerned about that one just up and disappearing on me. It's got very powerful conjuration magic. It's a collar of find steed.
Oh.
That sounds fun.
It's a collar of find steed. You can either use it to summon a steed from the ethereal plane, or you could put it on an existing steed here in the material plane, and then by attuning it with an activation phrase, you can summon that steed from wherever. And then if your steed drops below like 5 or so hit points, the collar will automatically teleport it away to safety.
Is there a limitation on what a steed could be?
Huh. I imagine. A steed. Any animal that can carry another sentient creature on. Theoretically, a gnome could put this on a big dog, and it would work. But a human couldn't do the same thing because a human can't ride a dog, and therefore the dog is not the human. The dog is not the human steed. The dog is the gnome's steed, and so the magic would work in that sense. You know what I'm getting at?
Yeah.
Magic is weird like that.
Okay, we'll add it to the pile.
Yeah, it's 3,000 gold pieces.
Sorry,
It's
how
kind of
much?
steep for a fine steed.
No, but this collar allows you to summon it from anywhere.
Yeah, but wouldn't your steed be with you if you're gonna use it?
You never know, man. You never know. Sometimes, and I'm just posturing here, sometimes people have a hard time keeping track of all of the things in a particular party. Sometimes you need a little bit of a narrative loophole to make things easier on the people running the world. You know what I mean?
I'm just also just
maybe
saying it's
sometimes,
very
maybe
specific.
sometimes you need to think about. Maybe it's not the most logical thing, but maybe it's convenient. You know what I'm saying? Big guy.
I'm also just saying, if we're just saying a lot, that with apparently how the magic works on this item, it's just kind of weird. I couldn't attach it to like my pet or something to keep it safe. So because I couldn't personally myself ride it.
Yeah, that's how it works.
I'm just saying that's a little difficult for 3,000 gold in comparison to the other great magic items you've supplied us. That feels like kind of like a ripoff. And just saying maybe like we could break it for like 2,000.
That's not. I gave you conditions by which you can haggle. You could haggle. This is not one of them.
Okay.
I think it's perfectly fine, and we should add it to the pile.
Anything else you guys are interested in looking at? Anything you want Claude to take a look at, magically appraise it?
Hey, Blue, you have a sword, right?
The Thunderblade.
I guess I didn't have that added into my equipment.
Yeah, you should have done that.
And did we go back and pick up the helmet?
No. It was just the sword.
Just the
Okay.
sword that you wanted.
Well, I found the sword when we were fighting the dude on the wyvern.
Yeah, that's
Does
just
it do anything special?
that's just a hilt, dude. No, I don't. You're holding a hilt. That's not a sword, man.
Is it just a hilt?
Yeah, I'll give it here then.
I was asking if it looks like just a hilt.
So he takes it and he looks it over and he adjusts his monocle. Oh, I see. And he does like a little flicking motion, and the business end of the sword comes out. So this is an interesting item. You usually don't see blades of thunder like this. It's a thunder blade. It looks like someone took a sun blade, a solar blade, or something like that, and just switched the magical core in this thing. So instead of doing radiant damage, it does thunder damage. That is insane. And he does a little flick motion, and the thunder retreats back into the hilt. This is a fantastic find, extremely rare. And sunblades themselves are extremely rare. To augment it, to find someone who could augment it is also incredibly interesting. I could take this off your hand for wow. I'd be willing to offer you 15,000 gold pieces.
Well, I mean, Howle has been lately fighting with a stick. I mean, that might be a good...
like my stick.
Yeah, but it deals thunder damage, and isn't that like... Isn't wind like your whole shtick, and like, wind comes with storms, and storms come with thunder, and... Is that an earth thing?
Well, one could argue that thunder is the element that connects the sky and earth.
This is true.
That's fair.
I mean,
Like,
it's your guys' swords.
Thunder does happen in the sky, and, you know...
It's attracted
it is created
to the
by
earth.
sound. It is a sound.
I grew up learning it was an earth thing.
Thunder? I mean, yeah. I mean, so is everything on this planet. If you in the nature,
Yeah, if you want to be,
if you spiritual fire, lightning, cold. Even the powers of necrotic and radiant could be considered earth, depending on what goddess you would follow it.
As Blue is rambling on and on about this, like a confused look passes over Claude's face, and it's almost like he's getting like a funky signal, and he he starts adjusting his monocle, and you see him make eye contact with the brooch, and the ring and the plates. And his monocle breaks. It like shatters.
My eye. Who are you guys?
You probably just don't want to ask him that question.
You know how you wanted to know about that lion turtle?
Sure.
These objects are all like that.
No, they're not.
Well, yes.
I mean, we can go outside and show you if you want.
Yeah, we should go down to the beach where we'll have enough room.
Yeah, they're quite large.
Okay. Ruth, can you handle the shop?
Yeah, I got it. Man, I'll just... I'm sorry I fell asleep before. But I'll watch the shop. I'll make sure to do a good job this time, my love.
Okay, sweetie, I'll be back in a second. I'm gonna go talk with these very powerful strangers.
And Claude follows you guys out of the Casita of Curiosities, and...
I assume we pay him before we leave.
The transaction's not... I mean, if you want to cash out now, you can cash out now. So that is, let's see.
I just really want to put on the bracers.
6,000 gold pieces total.
Okay, sure. And I'll make sure that gets to his wife before we leave.
Oh, thank you, darling. You're very beautiful, you know that? And she takes her big froggy fingers and like pats your hand and like clasps the gold out of your hand and like pats it like very, very, very like warmly, like almost too affectionately. You're very kind, you're a beautiful lady. Thank you so much for your. It's a lot of gold.
Okay, we'll be back in the jiff, my love.
Okay, and we lead him down to the beach.
Yeah. Who's gonna get David and Malachi?
Ah.
Yeah, Malachi's the one with the turtle.
Mm-hmm.
I can go
Okay,
grab
so
him.
are we going down to the beach here to show him off our giant, cool, magical creatures, or are we taking him back to the ship?
I mean, we might as well just go to the beach.
Yeah.
If
Howle
somebody
can
say
hop
beach.
on our.
Somebody say beach. Malachi wants to have a big old drunk beach party.
Yeah, Malachi, let's go to the beach.
Yeah, let's go to the beach.
We can't
Bring Uatu.
We can't take the wheelchair, man. He says his hand is on the wrong side of the face to keep to keep the illusion of like he puts like Gregory's to his right and he puts his hand to the left side of his mouth because he's we can't take the wheelchair, man. The hand doesn't work with the wheelchair.
Bring Uatu.
And Gregory's like,
Hey, can we put Gregory on Artosh?
it could be a thing, yeah.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah, it takes a little bit of muscle, but Gregory manages to get on to Artosh and like grips the neck and supports himself. Oh, this is very nice. Very cool. Very
Be
cool.
gentle, Artosh.
And yeah, everyone is down at the beach. There are some surfer bros out catching some late night waves. There are bonfires dotting the night, and you guys are all gathered at the beach. Let's go get away.
Okay, well, pretty much upon reaching the beach, Ken just, puts his hand up to the sky and just goes, Long Shin!
Are there any caves?
Nope,
I'm having a hard time, like, I'm not sure if there are any caves.
just poke your head out, we're on the beach.
He, like, pokes his little spectral head out and looks around. What's the dragon's name from Shaolin Showdown? Oh, what's his name? Anyway, it's something like that. And then Longshen fully materializes out, and Claude's jaw, his large froggy jaw, just drops.
Let's go for a swim, and Ken just jumps in the water.
Longshen also jumps into the water, making a massive wave. Dojo, yes. Dojo from the Shaolin Showdown. Longshen also jumps into the ocean, causing a large wave, which a bunch of surfer bros really appreciate.
Okay,
I'm so dragon.
I tell Jewel to fly free.
Okay, girl. And she comes out first as the fiery maiden, but then eventually donning the rest of her metallic robotic flame as the brilliant and very the brilliant Phoenix, and all of the campfires dotting all the bonfires dotting the beach grow brighter in response. And some beach dweller with like 5 hot dogs on a stick, was like holding it at the perfect distance. But when Jewel comes out, the fire spurts up really high and really fast, and like burns all of his hot dogs. And he's like, "Hey, what gives?" And he turns around and like, "Ah, Phoenix!" And Claude goes, Malachi waddles up and goes, You haven't seen nothing yet, Frogman. Uatu! And Uatu appears and like floats above floats above everyone, like a respectful distance from Jewel, who has like sat perched down on the beach, and Uatu just floats above almost. And Claude, another astonished Claude reaction. I guess this is what we live for. It's almost like his eyes are have rolled back as far as they can go. He's like almost losing he's like almost losing his balance and stuff.
We're not gonna give him a heart attack, are we?
Blub, 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 blub.
It just leaves you, brother. One last piece to go.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I mean, have you actually gathered any info on any of these yet?
I mean, we're
Showing them off.
We're showing them off. Flex your robot, bro.
Flex your
I
drip.
don't need to flex my robot if there's no reason to flex my robot.
You shut up and fucking let the unicorn out.
To be fair, if I see another epic giant robot, I just might pass out.
Yeah, that's not a great idea. Look, we all have one, trust me, it's really cool. It's, you know, it's a giant unicorn-like creature. It's cool and all, but there's no reason for me to pull it out right now, so I'm just...
I mean, that's kind of weird.
I'm pretty sure you can gather enough info off of the rest of these, and if you're not, then I will pull it out, but...
I mean, isn't it kind of
like
weird? You're like the biggest machoist of them all, and you have like the prissy unicorn as your beast.
You gonna let him talk to you like that?
Do you know what unicorns are capable of?
Granting wishes to little girls.
Not in the slightest, those are djinns. I am questioning your knowledge as a magic item salesman.
What's a djinn?
Rubby, grant 3 wishes, Ken.
I mean, you probably don't want one of those to grant your wishes, to be fair. They're not exactly benevolent.
Oh, wow, you guys freaking sweet. I mean, except for that guy. So do you have one?
And he, Cloudlip points over to you, Howle.
Do you have one?
Well, we're on our way to find it, I suppose, but not at the moment, no.
And Malachite, like, flops face first onto the sand. He's out.
Yeah, you have a nap.
They put him in recovery position.
Oh, wow. Freaking sweet. I have no words. It's not every day you see the elements like this. I mean, except for the Earth. He's kind of being a dick, but alright.
You're such a buzzkill.
Do you really have a problem?
Do I have a problem with being baited and just not seeing all of the beasts that I possibly could? Show me the beast!
That's exactly why I don't want to show it to you.
Where's
You're
the
just being
beast?
Greedy. Before you're like, oh,
Where's the
kinda
beast?
Cool to show it to
Where's
you.
the beast?
Where's the beast?
Where's the beast?
Where's the beast? And David starts chanting along. Where's the beast? 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 Where's the beast?
Like David at high school prom going to dance on the dance floor, I will not be peer pressured into showing off my creature.
Blue, can you just make them shut up, please?
Where's the beast? Where's the beast?
Please.
Where's the beast? Where's the
No,
beast?
they're not
Where's
gonna-
the beast?
There's no
Where's
reason
the
for me
beast?
to
Where's the beast?
beast?
Where's the beast? Where's the beast? Where's
You
the
haven't
beast?
let him out of his object farm in a while. Just.
I let him
do
out literally earlier when I came up here to fight the dragon.
You haven't let him out leisurely in a while.
Yeah, he doesn't need to be let out leisurely. He chose the decision to be turned into a weapon of war, then he can live as a weapon of war.
That
Hey, Faltus, you
Sounds
cool with
harsh.
this?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. That was kind of mean. I conformed to what you wanted me to be, Dick.
No, you were in fact a giant statue, and no, I wouldn't want you as armor of all things. It limits me. You chose to limit me.
Maybe you limited yourself. Ever think about that?
I have no reason to limit myself. Perfectly competent enough in combat as nonetheless. Don't need to be limited in any way, and definitely don't need to be peer pressured into releasing something, especially by my own creature/tool that I have access to.
Oh, so I'm a tool now. Okay. Okay.
You're the one that turned yourself into it. If you weren't happy with wanting to save the world, then you wouldn't have done it in the first place.
Oh yeah, because saving the world is something that you can choose not to do.
It is.
Okay, I'm
Here's the
out.
thing that a
Okay,
lot of people-
Folt is out, and Foltus like folds up from the plates and turns into the flicker and just starts walking down the beach by himself.
See? Exactly what I'm talking about. If it isn't for status and position telling someone who they are, then they're just gonna walk away. And apparently that timeline's me not learning how to do any of these things has just turned into a giant pussy and doesn't even understand that if he walks away now, the entire world will die. And that apparently he had no choice in the matter. So if you really want to walk away, as he's looking at him walking away, then so be it.
Cloud goes, "Aw, your little unicorn is so cute. You really are,
Bolt is-
your little unicorn."
Bolt, is he gonna
adorable.
take that?
I don't need to take anything. I am the elemental being of Earth, and he is lucky to have me, even if I am him.
Growed such a large ego.
It's your ego.
Apparently not. You didn't even know Ma, so how can I really know if there any of us is actually that similar?
I guess a
I can't
recent
imagine
development
what
in your
Dad would
life.
have told you. We know things about each other, and what choices we make defines us. And if you're going to walk here now because I stand here and proved something correct about you, then you really aren't me at all.
Listen,
So
I just wanted some recognition. We both want recognition, and you refused this opportunity to get recognition for being
I
an
didn't
epic big robot, okay?
I didn't refuse you recognition. I refused showing you off to some random person that
I'm the
wants
random
to
person.
study you and gain your magical knowledge. That's not recognition, that's using you. It's
Alright.
using you with a shiny coating of glitter on top to make you feel better.
Hey, Jewel, are you okay with just showing off?
Girl, I'm on fire.
Well, I know you're fabulous all the time, but you're cool to show off to just random people?
I mean, I like feeling special. There's nothing wrong with liking to feel special. And honestly, I feel like being, fire itself, that it would be very hard for anyone to study me in a capacity to give them any kind of advantage.
Exactly.
I am an unfathomable force, and so are you, Foltus. And she lowers her wings down, and Foltus climbs onto the wing, and it's like a human person petting an ant. The size difference between Jewel and Foltus right now.
Lou, I feel like you're holding Foltus back.
Not the time to have a discussion about this, but why am I holding him back? How am I holding him back? What is showing him off here going to possibly do for the future of us?
But can you tell
Are you
us
like
what
against
you've gathered?
fun, bro? Because we were just having fun, and then you just made this whole thing.
No, I asked and stopped, and then you pushed with questions and pushed with your opinions.
Lou, I really gotta ask, man, what's up your ass today?
It's not what's been up my ass today, it's been what's up my ass this entire time. Seems like nobody seemed to notice or want to take care of it.
No, I have no interest in your ass.
Exactly. So leave my ass alone.
Jeez, somebody's going through their emo phase.
I think this is a good place to stop. We're just gonna go ahead and do a time skip to you guys said goodbye to Claude. Claude went back to his house. The beasts that came out to play had a good time about in the sand and the fun. You can all take away from this experience that without the other person, the beast cannot materialize into their full robotic form, but can switch in between their mundane and clothing form at will. And you guys are in the you guys have left San Finito on Uatu and are on your way heading back towards Paternia across the sea. A journey that'll take a day and a half. but you guys left at night. So you guys are all having some dreams. One particular dream I want to take a good close look at is a dream being had by Howle. Howle, your dream is different than the last dream where you were walking up an endless flight of stairs. You are instead sitting on a bench, like a park bench, overlooking a pond. And you are reading a book. A similar book to all the books that you read in your dreams. This one is about the fundamentals of transmutation. And you notice from the center of the pond, your patron rises from the center of the pond and kind of Jesus his way from the center of the pond to the edge of the pond and then sits with you. Hey. So, I don't want to gossip, okay, but your sister was really mean to me today.
That sucks.
Yeah, she kinda broke our pact.
Oh, really?
And, yeah, and then she stepped on me. That was a sucky thing to do.
Did you do something to piss her off?
I just really, really, really tried to convince her not to break the pact, and when she did anyway, she stepped on me. So it's just gonna be us two for a bit. One question: who is that? And sitting next to you on the other side of you, of the patron, is a Howle doppelganger, made entirely of just air itself. Just air. It's a Howle doppelganger made of air.
Huh, that's new.
Huh, that's new. That was weird. It just repeated what you said.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, to answer your question, I have no idea.
Well, to answer your question, I have no idea. Okay, he reaches the tentacle over and kind of like bats it away like a swarm of flies, and it dissipates. So it's just gonna be us two. I can and will be offering you my big boy magic powers a lot more, and more often because I'm, you're kind of my only client, and you're really, really important to me. I just want you to he puts the book, he takes the book from your hand and closes it, and looks you in the eyes and says, "Howle, you are probably the most important being in the universe to me right now, and I really need you to just never, ever break the pact and eventually make good on your promise to free me, which I understand an opportunity will be coming very soon because you guys are heading back to Paternia, and you have made such awesome leaps and bounds with your magical ability. I can't wait to see how what you do to try to free me."
Well,
I'm free to help in any way that I can. Just call
I
on your patron.
I will ask for help if it is absolutely needed. You and I both know that despite our pact, I don't trust you.
Yeah.
You kinda messed that up on our first real conversation.
Yeah. I'm sorry about that.
I think you're sorry about the consequences of it, but we'll see how things go.
That too.
Well, at least you're honest.
I like to be,
I doubt that.
Well, here's the thing about liars. Lying is hard. And I don't like to lie because it makes my job unnecessarily harder than it really should be. And so I try not to lie as much as I possibly can, and that's just the way I am. And so that is as close as a guarantee that I am never going to lie to you as you're ever going to get. I hope that helps you trust me, the mysterious entity you get all your magical power from. I hope that helps you trust me a little more.
I will trust you as little as possible. I understand that I get power from you. I also understand that it is not all your power. Am I clear?
Am I clear? And the Howle doppelganger is now standing, standing, facing the two of you on the bench. Yeah. I get it. I see. And he goes and he takes one of his tentacles and he swats away the Howle doppelganger. And for a second, on the, through the doppelganger, on the other side of the pond, you catch a glimpse of a figure, but only for a minute. They are tall, and they are controlling wind in their own right, and then they're gone. And you wake up in the middle of the night. And it's not unusual for you to wake up in the middle of the night. It is unusual for you to feel another humanoid body with you, because usually Artosh is sleeping on top of you, and that's a sensation you know very well. And yeah, that's a sensation you know very well, and you're very used to it. But the humanoid, the feeling that you're feeling is that there is a humanoid figure on top of you, and that is strange and unfamiliar.
Yeah, I definitely jolt out of bed,
let me, so you scramble out of bed, out from underneath this, humanoid shape, and you look at it. It has 2 wings and a tail, and its ears are familiar looking, but the rest of it looks similar to you. And you don't see Artosh anywhere in the room.
I'm sleep blinking, just what in the heck?
Go ahead and let's see. Investigation, maybe wisdom. What do you feel? What are you feeling in this moment?
Huh. Nature?
Sure.
Because they're definitely
Sure, make a nature check.
Nope. That's a 13.
13. With a 13, with a 13, it's clear to you that this is Artosh. This is Artosh. Who else? What else could it be? Artosh is that. That is Artosh somehow. And that is all you get. Somehow, that is Artosh.
Huh. I started to, try to poke him awake a little. Hey, buddy. Hey.
Make Artosh make, let's say, Constitution saving throw. Or just a Constitution roll of some kind. I did add Artosh as into your D&D Beyond. I did do that earlier today. He should be in extras.
Oh, hey.
So yeah, that way you don't have to flip back and forth all that much.
Okay.
I did remember to do that. I should have remembered to put the Thunderblade into your inventory, Blue. I did not. Well, unless I did. Who knows what I did?
I don't seem to be able to...
Yeah, I don't think you can roll, but it should.
Yeah,
the stats should all be there.
Yeah, at least it's there. That's cool.
14 plus
Plus 3.
plus 3. Yeah, the Artosh thing wakes up slowly. And the sounds it makes is like oh, stop. And this humanoid Artosh, like, gets up on all fours and, like, walks around in a circle and goes back to sleep, facing the other way. Like a cat.
Fascinating.
If you want, you can go ahead and make another check.
Yeah, I keep poking him. I, like, poke at his ears and stuff.
I meant another, like, his nature check or
Oh,
something. But
okay. Well,
That's what I
then
meant.
just add 5 to that.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. With a 22 nature check. Yeah, it's starting to click. This is a strange form of lycanthropy, except it's like human lycanthropy, a kind of lycanthropy that turns normal creatures
Reverse lycanthropy.
into, well, sapiocantropy, if you will. And
It's Ash Greninja all over again.
Ash Greninja. And you're thinking back on your studies on like the various cantropies that you've studied, and you've never read of a simian cantropy like this, a homocantropy like this. Man, there's not a good
Not
word
really,
for this.
no.
Chat, help me out. But yeah, maybe it's all of the time that you spend with Artosh. Maybe it's Maybelline, but I guess at nighttime Artosh becomes human-ish. Or maybe it's just tonight. You can't tell. One thing's for certain, Skortch ain't gonna believe you.
No, she's not. I guess I'll, go back to sleep.
Alright. Yep. Skortch goes, Howle goes back to sleep, next to his now strangely human pet cat. And,
So strange.
the night continues normally. I mean, David falls off the couch, but what else is new? And the morning does what the morning does. The morning rises, and you guys wake up to the sound of a storm on the outside. The observation deck is covered in rain, and the whole, like, the sunroof of the cabin shuts, and artificial lights on the inside of Uatu flick on. But if you look out through the windows in your rooms, they're splotched with rain and all of that. And the morning routine aboard Uatu goes as usual. Ken wakes up and kicks David out of the kitchen before he can even attempt to make breakfast. Coffee is made, and conversations are had, and a very hungover Malachite joins you all. Good morning.
Morning.
I'm so sorry about all of the things. I did not sleep well. I feel like
Oh, don't be sorry, Malachite. Here, have some eggs. Toast.
You had a lot to drink. It's understandable.
I feel like I slept on something hard, and a few paces behind Malachite walks the Foltus Flicker, the small toy unicorn flashlight form of Foltus. It's like, yeah, that was me. Sorry. Oh, that's
Morning.
weird. Oh, hey, Blue.
Morning, Foltus.
Blue.
Aw, you two are still fighting.
It's a stupid little lover squirrel. Here, have some eggs, toast, bacon. I don't even know what bacon is, but it tastes pretty good.
Yeah, I think bacon, it comes from cows, right? Definitely comes from cows.
What's a
Howle
cow?
face palms.
That sounds reasonable.
Yeah, makes sense. It's called bacon, and you bake a roast of cow meat in the oven, so... So, Malachite begins. Once you guys are ready, there's someone I would like to introduce you to, but I want to introduce you to them all together. So when you're ready, just wait for me in the central hangout area with the big turntable and all that jazz. And he goes back to his room and shuts the door behind him.
Well, how's everyone been sleeping?
I fell off the couch again. I cannot wait for that old timer to build me my own room here.
Yeah, I think he's just doing it out of spite at this point, because, like, I'm pretty sure he could just have built it, like, real quick.
I mean, right?
I don't know. Whatever, it must be some sort of reason, I guess, but
Some reason.
kind of rude for you not to have a room.
I feel like he's kind of self-sabotaging here because it's future you's back that's gonna suffer.
Right? Like, I mean, isn't he already feeling the effects of it? Because...
Well, remember,
Time?
he's from the time where we didn't save the world.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Technically,
continue to
that's
willfully
not
not
you.
think about that.
It's a different you.
Yeah, sure. So he's got you to believe in that nonsense, too.
David, do you even understand slightly what he talks about when he starts speaking about it?
You know, sometimes he just points at something I need to kill, and I kill it.
Wise words for our future leader, as he grabs his, like, orange juice and throws
I mean,
it
that does
over
explain
here.
a lot, though.
Yep.
Because isn't that right? All we want out of Paternia's rule is to save the world, and then he'd go down to David, and David, you know, goes, but I don't care to understand it, so I'm gonna willfully listen to whoever tells me what to do.
I mean, that's what Dad does. Dad just listens to Mom and does what he says. Well, does what she says. Well, actually, Dad, Beard Dad, the less hairy Dad, listens to both hairy Dad and Mom, and just does what they say. So, I mean, I don't really see any problems with my current plan.
Say there's any problems with it, I guess. It's your kingdom. It's our kingdom, but, you know, it's yours to
Yep.
rule.
I'm actually
Well-
gonna go see if I can convince him to fix this situation. I scarf down the rest of breakfast and go talk to Malachite.
Okay, yeah. So you walk over to Malachite's room, give it a nice little tap on the door, and go, yeah, just be a couple of minutes. Just let me know when everyone's ready. Then I'll come out and I'll tell you guys what I need to tell you. I mean,
No, I actually wanted to talk to just you.
okay. And the door slides open, and you walk into, you know, it's future David's room, but still David's room, so it is messy because there aren't any manservants coming around to pick up after him. Shirts and stuff, and underwear, and all over the ground, and you see him standing in front of a dresser, and the dresser, on top of the dresser, is some kind of illuminated glass case you can't really see from where you're standing. He's not facing you. He's staring into the illuminated glass case that you can't see into. What's up? What's up?
I wanted to talk to you about some of the stuff I saw whenever I was passed out.
Cool. Like?
Like my patron fucking flipping on me whenever I was trying to connect with Jewel.
Yeah. I don't think I've told you, but I once made a deal with that very same dickweed.
No, you haven't told us that.
Yeah. It was a shortcut to learning magic, and I was David, so I needed all the help I could get, and that help pushed me to realize my own talent for magic. I probably got it from Mom, and I eventually surpassed my need for him, and so using my experimental. This is at this point he's fully turned around and leaning up against the dresser. You still can't see what's in the glass case. It was at that point when I didn't need his help anymore, and I used my experimental spells with chronomancy. I literally went back in time and fused with my younger self. Not the younger self that's now, the younger self that was then. Time travel. And kind of reset that whole timeline, so I learned so much in essentially no time. And that did not make him happy. I was gonna be a very valuable pawn to him, I imagine.
Yeah, no, he tried really hard to stop me from getting to Jewel. And I've been hesitant to tell Howle about it.
I mean, He's thinking about what to say. He doesn't really know how to say it, because he both does and doesn't remember what it feels like to rip his connection free from the patron. Because he absorbed the past self of him that did rip his connection away absorbed a presence version of himself that didn't. And so he's having a hard time recalling vividly what it felt like. Until he finally says, "I'm proud of you. I think maybe it might be best if you wait a little bit, and if there is any ill effects, that maybe you could learn of them, and then when Howle severs his connection to the patron, which undoubtedly he will. Let's be honest. He's I hope I'm not speaking out of term here, but he is way more powerful than you, even now. So even when that does happen, you can help him. So, go with your gut, I guess. Is this all you wanted to talk to me about?
Yeah, I just wanted advice on whether or not I should let him do it in his own time, or if that was too dangerous.
You wanted to know, whether or not it was, excuse me, I burped, whether or not it was wise to rip off someone else's Band-Aid. Makes sense. I think this Band-Aid is something that he's gonna have to realize that he can rip off very easily by himself, or else he's always going to depend on you. And if that's one thing I know about Howle, in both timelines, he depends on you way too much.
I definitely want him to have some of his own independence.
Yeah, we all want what's best for our siblings. What is going on with Faltus and Blue? Like, I've had fights with him, but it has never been like that.
No, it seemed like some harmless fun. I don't know what Blue doesn't like about that.
Yeah, Blue's always been kind of a hard ass. I think the last time I had any real fun with him was the night we went and stole toys. That was the night that I gained my phobia of magic, which I overcame, of course. But yeah, that might be the last time. Maybe he saw me get scarred by the magic that we were experimenting with in that heist, and he decided that caution is his credo. I can't speak for him. He's his own person.
Yeah, I just hope they deal with it soon.
Right. Anything else? I kind of have a whole presentation or a big story
go
to talk with everyone.
Go ahead and prepare.
He starts to turn back around to the illuminated glass case on the dresser.
I want to sneak a peek.
Make a stealth roll.
Okay. That is a 4. I do not.
You take like half a step, and Malachite is like, "Please don't. Just in time. You'll see it. Just if you don't mind, please." Still bad at sneaking. Goodness.
Yeah, I'm impatient. I'll go back to breakfast.
Is everyone ready? David more or less has gone back and is sitting in his nightshirt and boxers on his area of the couch where he sleeps.
Ken is just taking off his apron that, of course, says "Kiss the."
Of course it does.
He's putting that up and plating himself a nice big plate of bacon, which obviously comes from a cow.
Obviously comes from a cow.
Obviously.
And there's like one egg on top, and like it's mostly bacon.
Nice.
He sits down at the table and just starts eating.
At the table in the breakfast nook?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
I
Everyone
assume that's where we're...
No, I mean, he said that the meeting was going to be in the big round room in the center of the turtle, but I guess you could watch from the nook.
No, Ken will just take his food.
Okay. Artosh makes themselves. What gender is Artosh?
I just kind of assumed that he was a guy.
Yeah, I also did too, but like also the picture that we use is a maneless lion drake, which would indicate female, so...
Well, you say we. I have a couple of different ones saved because I had, like, the idea that I might draw him eventually.
Right, okay. So,
And the ones that I saved did have a mane.
Let's just be safe and say they. Artosh makes themselves comfortable on a portion of the couch as well. Jiro is not. Jiro's still asleep. She had a lot of fun. Like, a lot of fun. Skortch, you actually caught someone sneaking out of the dragon turtle and falling into the ocean.
I guess she had it with one of the mer people.
Yeah. Or someone's dead. Who knows?
Or someone's dead.
Or someone's dead in the ocean. And they couldn't... They were... Who knows? So is everyone set around the central chamber?
We're good.
Yep.
Cool.
Just eating bacon.
Bacon!
Dipping it in the egg.
Okay. So...
It's an ostrich egg.
As the door opens to Malachite's room, you notice two things. One, David rolling his eyes so hard. So hard. The second thing you notice is that Malachite is holding a little turtle. It is a little tiny little pet turtle, like a little tiny dragon turtle. It's like very colorful, some patches of like jade. Like the shell of this turtle is reminiscent of shades of jade and splotches of malachite and other precious green stones.
Ken gives a scoff.
It's got two tiny little whiskers. It's got two little tiny dragon turtle whiskers, and he's got a beak, but also two tiny dragon turtle tusks poking out of its mouth. And Malachite says, ladies and gentlemen, this is Uatu.
Oh, he's so cute.
Yep. This is
Yeah, he's not that cute.
This is Uatu. This is the Turtle of Time. He is, he's about 20 years old. He already knows everything, and he is the supreme authority on magic regarding, in relation to time. He is my most precious guarded secret. A secret so valuable and precious that I didn't even dare write it in my own diary. Of which I would like to know if anyone has seen it. I've misplaced it. I would like it back.
You have a diary?
It's like a black book with a green spine. It's got property of King David V written in gold on it. It's got a very steamy section about my relations with Dandy Jack in a previous timeline. And
Nope, I haven't seen it.
Your what?
Nothing. Nothing.
No,
Yeah,
I
nope.
distinct.
Anyway, this is Uatu. Uatu was born. That is to say, the elemental being of time was born the day the tarrasque attacked Paternia. And, well, it was a very important day.
Yeah, I can imagine. It's kind of an event.
Well, one of the sacred duties of the King of Paternia is to hold up the Paternian shield. It is a very ancient, very powerful spell that welcomes Paternian citizens inside of it in order to protect them from invaders, while the soldiers of Paternia would go outside and fight. And so when the tarrasque came, Father held the shield. And so did Tiberius, my other dad, our other dad, and our mother. And the more that Malachite speaks, the angrier you see David become, because he's heard this all before, and he's just so mad that this guy that he has no idea like who he is or where he comes from. He hasn't believed a single thing this guy has said. He's so mad that he's trying to sell this to you guys as well. Despite all of the things that you guys have done on your adventures, David doesn't believe. He doesn't understand. And he's just mad. When Uatu was born, so were my magical powers. That is to say, his magical powers. And he's pointing over at David. And this is when you really see just how mad David is at this information. And when Uatu hatched, time for me stopped. And I ran. I ran away from everyone. I broke the chain. I caused the shell to fall. And everyone died. And David stands up and he goes,
Sounds like you royally fucked up.
Yeah, if it's true. Yeah, it's true.
What do you mean if it's true? Why would you be telling us this if it wasn't?
Because he's a liar. He's a charlatan. There's no...
Are you calling yourself a liar and a charlatan?
If he's me, he can't be a coward. He can't have been the one to run away and kill everyone, because I could never. I would never. I've never run away from a fight in my life. I may have been drunk, David, but I saw you run away from the dragon. That was different. That was tactical, okay? I was securing his mom. No pun intended.
Securing my mom.
Who is also a dragon.
Who is also a dragon, and who, added on top of that, was being ensnared by a giant dragon.
Exactly. I was helping save his mom. I wasn't a coward. Not
Let's
then.
be real, I don't think she actually needed saving. I kind of just wanted to see what it was like to fight a dragon so that I could go and tell my dad about it.
Ken, shut up.
Fuck you. You want to fight, bro?
Guys.
Wouldn't you think it'd have been more tactical for more people to be attacking the dragon?
That's not, guys.
Anyway, yeah, this is not what that conversation's about. We need to...
I am open to any questions. I just wanted to say I am sorry that I killed you all in a past life, in a past timeline.
Well, you know
Except
what,
for you,
Malachite?
Ken. You
It's
weren't
okay,
there.
because one day I'll get you back.
You weren't there, so I guess that's not really for you. This was more of a lore dump for you, Ken.
Oh, really? I wasn't... Oh, okay, never mind.
You weren't there in that timeline, which is probably why we ended up, like, really dying, even if, I mean, I know why we...
I guess we're cool then.
Well, David,
Yeah?
you seemed to not wish to accept what has been going on around here with Malachite.
Mm-hmm.
So why not
What?
just ask him?
Because...
Any question. Something you maybe think only you would know. Anything. And if he knows it, any question you could possibly think of answer
Okay.
or ask Jessica.
Okay. Here's a question that only you, you, Blue, you, me, and only you, me, and Willen would know the answer to this question. Why am I afraid of magic? Why am I afraid of using magic? And Malachite goes, so, the Jyden, when Princess Arya. The Jyden, when Princess Arya was born, you didn't have a gift ready. And you convinced Blue and Willen to go and steal a present. Part of that adventure was Willen getting his hand on a broken wand. And on the way back from getting a present for your sister, you tried to throw yourself over the wall. David's face is more sheet white than he usually is. You can see in his eyes him reliving the experience of 1 second being on the ground and the next second being in complete suffocating darkness, and him slowly feeling himself being floated back up to the surface of the ground, and his hands are shaking, and he's reliving that experience over and over and over and over and over. David is starting to have a little bit of a panic attack.
Blue puts his hand on his shoulder.
That helps. And yeah, so I was able to get past that fear with a little bit of help. I was contacted by the very patron that our warlocks use. And he looks right at you, Skortch, when he says that, using the tense used, or use, like as in current tense, use.
Mm-hmm.
Howle, you also clock that, considering the dream that you had. I was able to, I mean, it was a good start. I managed to then really excel at magic, and with my latent time magic properties and help from Uatu, I I managed to learn how to rewrite my own history so that I never made a pact with your patron. And that's how I became the wizard that I am today. Well, there's one more thing. I did learn an awful lot from Typhon. He looks away.
Cool name, what's that?
Well, Typhon is he's a cult leader. He is a very powerful spellcaster, and he wanted to use me for his own gains. He saw the power that I had, and he wanted to absorb it. I killed him. In my timeline, of course. It was all an effort to get Howle's spirit so that I could build the Wind Beast. A lot of that experience you won't find in my diary, whoever has it. Because I'm getting suspicious that one of you has it and you're just not fessing up. You won't find any of that experience in the diary because I didn't write any of it down because I didn't trust Typhon. I didn't trust his acolytes. I didn't want them snooping through my shit. I don't want them peeking into my mind and reading my words because that would be a very blatant disrespect of my privacy. Yeah. I feel bad for hiding all of these things, and since you all being reincarnated elemental spirits came out during our little island vacation, let's call it, I am now at your disposal for any questions.
What's time taste like?
Time taste like. Let's see. There's a very good word. Wait. What is it? There's a sweet. That they sell down on Dragon Alley, and it's enchanted to last a very long time. I believe it's called an eternal knob stopper, and it tastes remarkably very similar to that. I think someone in that candy district may have some latent chronomancy powers.
That's pretty cool. I think I'll have to visit that.
Yeah. I mean, I expected a more heavy question than what does time taste like. Thank you, Ken, for being the comic relief, I guess.
I can't help but be curious about your mentioning the cult. What is that about?
Yeah. The Cult of Typhon. This is the same people that you guys ran into. We ran into in the volcano. Same group, same tattoo. I recognize the tattoo. Have you guys interacted with them before? Did I just not know about?
No, that was the first time. And do you know the dude on the wyvern?
Did he say his own name? Did he say his name? I don't remember.
He had a giant thunderous sword and a cool helmet.
David goes, guys, we ran into cultists at the Rock and Hard Place.
Oh, right, we did.
We did do that.
Why am I the only one that remembers that? I feel like I am always the one that has to remind you guys that we did fight those guys at the Rock and Hard Place. And
I
also,
didn't really think much of it. I just kicked the shit out of some people.
And also, when we were attacked by Dandy Jack on the way back from Grandma's house, same tattoo, guys.
Guess he just must not have noticed the tattoo. They're just generic dudes.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
They attacked you guys on Oracle Day?
Yeah.
Right after we got back from Gram's.
Huh. they had something to do with Arya's death, then. That
Probably.
I hoped when I jumped timelines that Arya's death wasn't going to be a constant, but it was.
That's unfortunate. I might have liked her.
You might have.
She's probably a cool person.
She was.
Seems like a bit of an inciting incident.
Something like that. And no, you guys have no more questions at all?
Mm,
What else do you know about this cult?
Well, I know that's where you guys were born. Your mother was part of that cult.
So what I'm
No.
talking about, relatively good information to know that you just seem to never tell us.
I know where they are, and we are inevitably going to go there because they are located where wind magic is strongest because it's a storm cult. That's there. Yep, there it is. That's where we're heading after we take a pit stop at Paternia because I need to go and get some supplies.
I do have another question.
Yeah?
Why hide everything from us? Why couldn't you just tell us this stuff?
Well, I knew myself, and we all can see how well he's taking it.
He hasn't taken
Show
it really at all this entire time.
So, I figured living through it may be a more convincing thing than just being told right off the bat. I told you upfront about the beast and about the tarrasque, and that seemed to be enough. I'm sorry.
Well,
I
that was
didn't-
also to save your own life when you invaded our castle back at home.
That's yeah. To be fair, it's also my castle.
To be fair, not this time.
To be fair, time is time.
Well, guys, I don't see really much else. What else do we really need from this man? Unless, he has anything else he'll relatively give us whenever we so need it. Without.
I mean, I can tell you that the last beast is a griffin. You guys want to know that?
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty freaking cool.
Do we know where?
Yeah.
Probably
Where
where the
the-
cultists are. Where
I
the wind
literally
is
just
strongest.
I just said that. Yeah.
So we're going to have to go in there and kill a whole bunch of cultists to go get Howle, his mythical magic mecha.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh, actually, yeah. I got a question. So, like,
what's up, Ken?
there are 5 of us, right? so-
Yep.
Who's the arms? Who's the feet? And who's the head of like this magical mecha Zord?
Let me see. Let me just. He starts prestidigitating on his staff. He's running through some schematics. Okay. So let's see. It looks like the torso will be made up by Uatu. Uatu is kind of like the central thing there, and
Okay.
the other beasts will combine. Looks like the right arm is going to be air, the left arm water, the right foot is fire, and the left foot is earth. Yep.
Okay. Cool. I still get to punch things.
Yeah, I have interacted with you in the other timeline, and I thought you would really not enjoy being a foot.
Nope, can't say that I would have.
Well, foots can kick things.
Yeah, and kicking things is fun, but there's something just so satisfying about feeling your knuckles press into something's face and crushing the bone until you feel mush. It's just so satisfying. It's almost like cracking an egg with your bare hands or putting a light bulb in your mouth and biting it.
What's a light bulb?
Something that Malachite showed me the other day.
What's a light bulb?
Malachite actually points up to one of the circles in the ceiling. That little round thing in that hole right there, it's called a light bulb. It makes
That
light.
is just a light orb.
Yeah. Light bulb, light orb. Potato.
I'm
Makes
just
light.
saying it is definitely my fault that there is no longer any light in the bath.
Oh, that was you. Okay, cool. Thanks, Ken. Thanks a whole
Nope.
lot.
I wanted to see what it would taste like.
You wanted to know what pure radiant energy would taste like.
Yes, so I bit it.
What did it taste like?
Honestly, have you ever taken, like, literal acid, put it in your mouth? Kind of like that.
You mean like from like a spell?
No, like, in the Misty Mountain, before we got rid of that ogre, I forget his name, he was so unimportant. Anyway, before we got rid of that ogre, the water had kind of like this acidic taste to it. Imagine that taste, but amplified to 10.
Throughout this little like side tangent conversation, Uatu had been placed down on the table, and he has been slowly making his way over to David. And he has just now, like, stopped and has been staring at David.
No, I think he likes you.
Pick him up.
I think that's a trained pet, and I will not be manipulated by it.
Aw, but look at his little face. Don't you just want to pick him up and nuzzle him?
Come on, it might be the only chance you'll ever have to throw a turtle across the room.
Hold on, let me go let me make a check. Let me make a check.
Don't throw the turtle.
Let's make it a wisdom saving throw. Okay. With a 19, he does not throw the turtle across the room. And with a 19 in Constitution, he very slowly goes and reaches towards the turtle. And when his fingers get like a quarter of an inch away from the shell, those of you who are very keen watchers see like a little spark, like a little jolt of energy travel from his fingers up his arms and into his mind. And David's eyes roll back in his head, and his eyes glaze over green, and the signature rippling patterns of the crystal malachite start to just... It's like that scene from the Jungle Book with the scary snake that I hated. And it's the ripples, they like wash over his eyes, and David is experiencing every single lifetime that Uatu has and ever will experience in this instant of touching Uatu. And this is his first time taking a big old hit of time juice, and so he's tripping balls. Like, balls, dude. He's seeing himself being hatched in the presentation room of the Magical Academy of Paternia. He's seeing himself picking up himself as a turtle. He's seeing the future. He's seeing himself defeat the tarrasque thousands of times over across many different branches of what could be reality. He sees himself take himself as a turtle, as a full, like, enormously grown dragon turtle. He sees himself zip all the way to the beginning of time, the very Big Bang itself, and breathe out existence in a cacophonous burp. And it takes a while, but eventually David, like, gets on top and just starts surfing this trip. And his eyes go back to where they're supposed to be. The ring pattern of the malachite is still there, and he's fine. He's just riding it.
Do you think we need to get him a chair?
He's already sitting, for one. But this is how it felt. I did this. I tripped the same way when I picked him up out of the turtle shell when the tarrasque came. We just need to give him a minute. Just let him ride.
I think he'll believe you now.
I don't know how many different ways I could have explained this to him.
You could have just convinced him to touch the turtle in the first place. It would have explained everything.
Yeah, but I wanted to see if I could do it. Personal matter of pride. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. This will be up on the YouTubes. Hello, YouTube viewers. Of course, our time for our sign-off. I have been your Dungeon Master, Goon Daddy, the DM, and playing Skortch, our fiery vixen, has been the Window Goblin.
Oh, Phoenix.
Playing Howle, our breezy, beautiful boy, is Grem the Gritch Gremlin.
Yo.
Playing rock hard ass Blu Moon has been Jyden the android.
I'm a rock.
And playing breakfast chef extraordinaire Ken has been SmokeyDBlaze.
Go Team Dragon.
Thank you guys so much for watching again. Tune in next week to see where we go with this next time. And as always, who's your daddy?